I want to talk to you about something I learned the hard way. In my journey to build a better life, I realized that the person you choose as a partner can make or break your future. I've been in relationships that lifted me up and others that tore me down. If you're serious about your goals and happiness, you need to be careful about who you let into your life. The wrong relationship can derail your dreams before you even notice. Let me share 7 types of girls you should avoid dating. I'm speaking from experience and from seeing friends go through it. This isn't about putting anyone down. It's about recognizing unhealthy patterns. Stick with me, and let's get real about protecting your future by choosing the right partner. 1. The manipulator. I remember being with a girl who could twist any situation to her advantage. I thought I was doing things out of love, but in reality, I was just a pawn in her game. She had a way of making me feel guilty whenever I tried to assert myself. If I didn't immediately do what she wanted, she'd turn it around on me. Suddenly, everything was my fault. It got to a point where I was constantly second-guessing myself, walking on eggshells just to keep her happy. I finally realized I was wrapped around her finger, and it wasn't love, it was control. Trust me, you do not want to live your life like that. A healthy relationship shouldn't feel like a power struggle or a mind game. I deserved better than being manipulated, and so do you. If you sense that someone is pulling the strings and you're always the one apologizing, walk away. You'll thank yourself later. 2. The attention seeker. This is the girl who thrives on attention. Not just yours, but everyone else's too. I dated someone like this, and no matter how much love and attention I gave her, it was never enough. She constantly needed to be validated by others, posting provocative stuff online for strangers' compliments, flirting with guys in front of me just to feel admired, always chasing that spotlight. I won't lie, at first it was fun being with someone so outgoing and charismatic, but over time, it became exhausting and draining. I remember feeling like I was competing with the entire world just to make her happy. It made me feel invisible and not good enough because her eyes were always wandering for the next source of attention. The truth I learned is this: if someone needs the spotlight 24/7, they will never be content with the love of one person. And you know what? You shouldn't have to compete for love. You deserve to be with someone who values you, not just the attention you give. Don't waste your energy on someone who's constantly looking over your shoulder for the next admirer. It'll leave you feeling lonely and undervalued, and you deserve so much more than that. 3. The gold digger. We've all heard of this type, but it's easy to think it won't happen to me. Almost fell into this trap. This girl was charming and sweet at first, but over time, I noticed a pattern. Her love language was money and gifts. My money and gifts. She was only truly happy when I was spending on expensive dinners, jewelry, or her endless wants. If I ever hesitated or had other financial priorities, she'd pout or even get angry. I realized I was basically a walking ATM to her. It hit me hard one day when I had an unexpected expense and couldn't fund her luxury wish list. Her affection cooled immediately. That's when I knew she didn't care about me, only what I could provide. It's a terrible feeling to know someone's love is conditional on your wallet. I learned that real love isn't for sale. You should never feel like you have to buy someone's affection. If a girl is only sticking around for the lifestyle, the moment the cash flow slows, she'll be out the door. Don't invest your heart in someone who's only invested in your bank account. You deserve a partner who wants you, not your assets. 4. The emotionally unavailable girl. This one was a tough lesson for me because I truly believed I could break through and earn her love. I was with someone who had walls around her heart miles high. She was cold one minute and distant the next, no matter how kind and patient I was. I kept telling myself, if I just give it time, if I love her harder, she'll open up. I gave and gave, pouring my heart out, trying to prove I was worthy of her trust. But all I got in return was emptiness. She just couldn't or wouldn't reciprocate. It's like she had locked away her emotions and threw away the key. I remember nights where I felt more alone with her than I ever did when I was actually alone. That's when it sunk in. You can't force someone to love you or heal someone who isn't ready to be healed. It wasn't my job to fix her, and it's not your job to fix anyone either. If she is emotionally closed off and shows no sign of changing, you're only hurting yourself by staying. You'll end up feeling drained, frustrated, and unappreciated. I had to learn to let go, and it was one of the hardest things I've done. But in the end, I realized I deserve someone who can share their heart and emotions with me. So do you. Don't lose yourself trying to find love in someone who isn't giving you anything back. 5. The party girl with no goals. I'm all for having fun and living life, but there's a big difference between enjoying the moment and living only for the moment. I dated a party girl for a while. At first, it was exciting. Every night there was a new club, a new adventure, spontaneous road trips, you name it. My life became an endless weekend. But then I started noticing something. While I was thinking about my career, my education, my future, she was only thinking about the next party, the next high. She had zero long-term goals, no ambition beyond the here and now. Don't get me wrong, we had some good times. But I began to feel like I was running in place. Every time I tried to talk about something serious, like plans for the future or personal growth, she'd get bored or change the subject to the upcoming concert or night out. It hit me that we were on totally different paths. I was building towards something, and she was content floating from one thrill to the next. There came a point when I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, is this helping me get where I want to be? The answer was no. If you have dreams and goals, being with someone who has no direction will only hold you back. A relationship should be a partnership in growth. With her, I felt like I was stagnating, maybe even slipping backwards into a haze of parties and hangovers. I had to move on for the sake of my future. Remember, it's absolutely okay and important to have fun in life. But if a person only brings fun and nothing else, no support, no growth, no stability, then that's not someone you can build a future with. You deserve a partner who not only makes life enjoyable, but also encourages you to chase your dreams and is chasing her own as well. 6. The cheater. This one is painful, but we need to talk about it. I've seen good friends get cheated on, and I've felt that sting myself once. Finding out someone you love betrayed your trust is like a punch to the gut. I gave that person a second chance, thinking it was a one-time mistake and hoping we could rebuild. But let me tell you, living with broken trust is living on quicksand. Every time my phone buzzed or she was late replying to a text, my mind went wild with worry. Every little thing she did made me question her, because that doubt never truly went away. It was exhausting, living in a state of constant suspicion and anxiety. In the end, she did cheat again, or maybe she never stopped. The details don't even matter. What matters is I learned that trust, once shattered, is almost impossible to fully restore. I was torturing myself by staying, trying to monitor her and find peace at the same time. It doesn't work. If someone shows you that they can't be loyal, believe them the first time. You deserve loyalty, respect, and honesty. A relationship without trust is not a solid foundation. It's a house built on sand that could collapse at any moment. Don't waste years of your life looking over your shoulder. It's far better to be alone than to be with someone who makes you feel alone and paranoid. I walked away, and it hurt at first, but in time, I healed, and I found peace again. Value yourself enough to walk away from anyone who doesn't treat your heart with care. 7. The girl you don't love or respect. This one might surprise you, but it's incredibly important. Sometimes we are the problem by staying in a relationship that our heart isn't fully invested in. I've been guilty of this. I once stayed with a girl, even though deep down, I knew I didn't truly love her the way she deserved. Why did I stay? comfort, fear of being alone, not wanting to hurt her, all the wrong reasons. And you know what happened? Over time, resentment grew inside me, and probably inside her too. Little disagreements would blow up, because without real love and respect, even small issues become huge. I also felt guilty constantly, because I knew I was living a lie, pretending everything was fine when it wasn't. On the flip side, I've also experienced being with someone who didn't respect me. I stayed in that situation longer than I should have, hoping things would change. But if someone doesn't appreciate who you are, or if you don't truly admire the person you're with, it's not going to magically get better. In both cases, the relationship becomes toxic. It's unfair to both people. I eventually had to face the hard truth and end those relationships. It wasn't easy to walk away, but it was the right thing to do. Life is too short to spend it with someone you don't genuinely care for, or who doesn't care for you. You both deserve a chance to find real happiness with the right person. So if you're with someone that you know in your heart isn't the one, someone you can't love fully or respect, have the courage to let them go kindly. In the long run, you'll be doing both of you a favor, freeing each of you to find a better match. Conclusion. At the end of the day, your life is your own, and you have every right to protect it and shape it how you want. The relationships you keep are a huge part of that. I share these 7 types of girls to avoid, not to bash anyone, but to help you recognize when a relationship is dragging you down. I know it's not always easy to walk away, especially when you care about someone. But remember, a healthy relationship will never require you to sacrifice your self-worth, your peace, or your dreams. The right partner will lift you up, support your goals, and grow alongside you. The wrong partner, one who manipulates or constantly needs attention from others, who uses you, can't love you back, holds you back, breaks your trust, or whom you don't truly love. The wrong partner will only bring chaos and pain into your life. You deserve better. You deserve a partner who helps you become the best version of yourself. Don't settle for someone who treats you like anything less than your worth. It's okay to be picky. It's okay to be single until you meet someone who truly complements your life. In fact, that's a sign of strength and self-respect. Take a moment and really ask yourself, is the person by my side helping me grow, bringing me peace and happiness, or are they holding me back and causing me more pain than joy? Be honest with yourself. If it's the latter, have the courage to make a change. It might hurt now, but in the future, you'll look back and be proud that you valued yourself enough to choose a better path. I hope my experiences and insights can help you avoid some of the heartbreaks I went through. Protect your future by being mindful in the present. Focus on your goals, work on yourself, and choose a partner who truly deserves to walk that journey with you. Thank you for listening. If you've encountered any of these types of situations, or if you think there are other red flags to watch out for, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What types of people do you think should be avoided in a relationship? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, you have the power to choose who you share your life with, so choose someone who makes it brighter, not darker. Stay strong, stay focused, and until next time, take care of yourself and your future.